Good morning, Tangerines. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of tan.
Gents.
It looked like I woke you up there a little bit, Danny.
Yeah, you did, Jason.
That was my goal. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode. Today I'm joined here live with Danny, as usual. I'm Jason.
It's funny because you and I, different times, are different people. I'm more mellow in the morning. You're more up in the morning. I'm a night owl.
Are you? Would you consider yourself a night owl?
Yeah, Jason. I do everything at night. I work. I stay late.
I like to think I'm a bit of a hybrid.
No.
The thing I've told you before, Danny.
No,
if you get
no.
me out at if I'm out already around 7, I'm in it. You know, I'll stick around. I'll hold tight till midnight, 1 a.m. I'll do it. I've done it before. I don't mind it. If you try to get me to go out, I'm at home. It's 8 p.m. and you're like, hey, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna be like, damn, man. I don't know anymore. I have a time
I
frame.
get that.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that. Me too. Don't worry, I get that.
I think there's a misconception, Danny. It's not.
Misconception.
It's not that I love mornings. I think I don't like I love sleeping. Sleeping is amazing. Sleeping is great. I love it.
Okay.
And I think because I sleep well, I wake up feeling good. So there's a misconception that I'm a early bird. It's the worm type of guy, which I kind of am, but I don't like to wake up early. Like, I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it. Danny.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Me too.
I don't like it. Today I woke up at 6:30, and I wanted to just sleep longer. But the thing is, I've talked about it before. I'm scared that if I sleep an extra 30 minutes to an hour, I'm gonna wake up with a headache because I oversleep. So I force myself to stay up.
I just wake up more tired.
Yeah, it's like a bad nap. You have a bad nap, you're just gonna wake up more tired.
I just can't wake up after. I can't sleep until 10. You know, people do it until 10.
I can't do that either.
Latest is 9. 9 maybe if I wait to sleep really late.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. I don't. Some people can wake up like, oh, what time you woke up? Oh, like at 12:30, like a 1.
I can't do that.
So how?
I don't know.
Look at how sunny it is right now.
It's so sunny out there, especially up there in the north, huh?
It's pretty sunny today, actually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Welcome. Some housekeeping real quick. News here, Danny. You can catch the Sunday Morning Tangents at Comic-Con live. Meet and greet at the Gas Lamp, July 26th.
At the Gas Lamp?
Because I'll actually be there that day.
Do you actually know if we got the hotels?
No, but the Gas Lamp is across the street. Gas Lamp is like is right across the street, so it's where all the bars are. So it'll be cool.
Yeah,
I'll be there for sure
there.
Saturday.
Yeah,
so let's do it. Meet and greet. Fly all the way to San Diego. We'll be there.
Meet us both.
If you want to meet Danny before that, he will be there from Thursday to Sunday.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Danny says I wish I could go. I won't be, but that's another story.
That's another story that Jason, we need to bring it up one day because
you want to bring it up now. It's okay. Be my guest.
Jason, nah.
Do it.
Do it. No, Jason.
Because
I really don't care.
You're such a liar.
No, Jason, I really
don't
care.
But I want you to care, Danny. All right. So
well.
what we're talking about, for those of you who don't know, some of you already know. The ones who listen to this podcast probably already know. They probably do, actually. Probably doesn't warrant getting it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Long story short, I double booked Comic-Con. Just Friday, with a concert. Father John Misty, of course, playing at the Greek Theater. Big stuff. Great stuff. Anyways, I double booked. I was so excited about Father John Misty that I didn't even think about what's going on that day. Then I think we were
No, you
recording.
knew. No,
No,
you knew.
no, Danny. I swear, I forgot
Did
all
you
about it.
actually got tunnel vision?
It's complete tunnel vision. I promise you,
damn.
I would not have even. I would have.
Oh, you're right.
I would have
You
like
yeah.
gone through it with you all. I would have been
No, no,
like,
no.
oh no, what am I gonna do, guys? What should I do? What should I do
Yeah.
beforehand? But remember, about a month ago, after we recorded, you and I were talking, and then you were like, oh yeah, it's July 25th, and I was like, why does that date sound familiar? And I was like, oh my god, it's because I fucking bought a concert ticket on the same day. Again, long story short, I'm trying to resell the ticket to try to go to Comic-Con. And the reason I brought that part up, Danny, is because you finally let your true feelings known, which helped my decision making, Danny. Because if you're like I don't care, then I'm like, all right, like he doesn't care. I believe him. I'll believe him. But then the other day you were like, yeah, come with us. It's gonna be fun. Be there for the weekend. It's gonna be like San Francisco. And I was like, oh, he actually does care. This makes it easier for me to say, you know what, Father John, I've seen you plenty of times. It's my boy
7
Danny's
times or
time.
something like that.
There was like 1 year that I missed him. It was during his God's Favorite Customer tour. Because he wasn't playing locally. It was weird. The closest one was in Santa Barbara. But even during the pandemic, he played with a live orchestra for Chloe in the 20th Century. He played with a live orchestra at the LA Philharmonic, and we got to catch that. That was amazing. That was probably the best show I've been to. Yeah, I think so.
I've been in the road. I've been falling down. Walking down the street. Looking at the signs.
What is that?
Is that one of his lyrics?
No, I've never heard that before.
Oh, but does it sound like something he would sing?
Not at all. It sounded like you were trying to go for more of a Mumford and Sons type of song.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I get those confused because you're a fan of both. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're nothing alike. By the way, just put a bow on it. So thank you, Danny, for showing your feelings about wanting me to go. It made my life easier, and I appreciate.
Oh, you were freaking out. You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's true. I was freaking out. But you should share your feelings, Danny. If you feel a way, don't try to hide it. Let it out, man.
No, I was just confused because I was like, did you got the tickets already or not? I didn't know you got the tickets in LA.
I bought those a while ago. Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you got the tickets in San Diego, which it will make more sense because that way you can get there on Friday at night. And I know. But
Danny,
didn't know.
I would have considered that if I remembered the date.
Yeah,
I would have looked at all that.
Yeah.
I just didn't. All right, I didn't.
How much were the tickets?
Which ones?
If you don't mind me asking. Mumford and Sons. I mean,
Father John Misty.
Father John Misty.
Don't forget Mumford and Sons. I got to bring something up about that disappointment. They weren't expensive. I didn't. Usually, I go for the pit with Father John because I think Diana thinks that he remembers me. There's a story that I don't remember if I'm not going to say it on here. I can't say it. I don't want to incriminate myself. But essentially, at the there was a fest here where the Killers played. We talked about last year, and I am pretty sure he was looking for me at some point. Is what Diana said. It looked like he was looking for me. I like to think that he remembers me. We've held hands before, him and I. So,
wait, like this or like this?
No, you want to know what happened? I probably have shared this too, but we were. This was. Oh, I don't even remember how many years ago. It was pre-pandemic. We were at a show, I believe the Wiltern. No, it was the Fox Theater in Pomona. Anyways, was it? Doesn't matter. He was finishing up. I think it was actually after the encore as well. And he was walking out and he's like, shaking hands just as he's walking, touching hands. And a girl puts her hand out who's kind of in front of me. And he's going for her hand. And so he's like that. And then I went like this, and he went, Zoot! And then I held his hand. I got right in front of her. She was probably pissed.
She was like, who are you, Mom?
I swooped in. I didn't even give a shit. Sometimes I would be like, oh, man, I feel bad. I kind of took that from her. I don't care. I took that. Anyways, those tickets, so I didn't get pit. We got it on the terrace. They weren't expensive.
$80?
It was like 50. No, it was $50. With service
Jason?
fee, it goes up.
Okay, hold up. But you bought 2 or 1?
2. So the
Okay, so
total
like
was
100 something, 100
it
something.
was like about $130.
Okay, I thought it was like $700 or something like that. That's
The
why I'm
fuck?
like,
Father John Misty? No, Danny.
no, I know, no, I know. I saw his tickets. They're not expensive compared to other artists.
No. Yeah.
No, so
Artists charge so much for tickets, man, for
but
concerts.
Jason, you have to get that's a loss, dude.
Oh,
You're gonna have to, buddy.
You think I'm just gonna let $130 down the drain?
No. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna keep finding somebody, but if you haven't been able to find somebody who buys Father John Misty tickets in California,
In LA.
There's no way you can get a refund. There's literally no way.
There's no refunds. You could only resell. The crummy part is that I could get a refund for Friday's Comic-Con, but that deadline to get a refund is early May. So I basically only have about 3 weeks to sell these tickets. Right now I'm selling them to get my money back. Like I don't want to make profit out of it. I don't care. I just want my money back. If maybe by like 2 weeks, I was looking for my calendar. Usually at work, I have my calendar to my right. It's like right there. So I was looking for it here, but it's just my vinyls. Yes, big boy. When is next week? Big boy from Outcast. I might lower the price just to get rid of them, because you made your decision, Danny. You want me there, and that makes me want to be there. So thank you. I appreciate your true feelings, Father John Misty. I hope you forgive me. I do.
Father John Misty is gonna bless you and send you well thoughts.
Dang it, Danny! I forgot to record again.
What do you mean? Did you forgot to press record on the OBS?
Good morning, Tangerines. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of tangents. I've been forgetting to record. Don't worry, we're live. Okay, on to Mumford & Sons real quick, Danny. They released a new album, Rushmore. About 2 weekends ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm disappointed.
I think the music industry is disappointed, Jason. I feel like you're one of them.
No, I'm not disappointed by the music industry. I'm really not. There's a lot of great music out there.
But you're disappointed on your boy.
It feels like they're really trying to. It just felt too country for me. I'm not a country fan. And
Jason, country is the whole. It's a whole thing right now.
It's been a whole thing. It's gonna die pretty soon. It'll die soon. That's okay.
It's just I don't know, because country is a whole thing. I was watching not to change it real quick, but I saw a video of country music. I forgot what day it was. I'm like, this is country? It was like a hip hop or something like that.
Oh, was it Jelly
Or like
Roll?
a pop. I don't know. It just didn't look like country. You know, when I see a country song, I want to see the Cowboys. The guy in the truck.
I had a friend who was really into, or probably still is into country. And a lot of those country fans have a big issue with country pop. Like Taylor Swift, I think, turned into country. Well, she's probably more pop now, but I think in the middle of her career, it was country pop. They had an issue with that, or even, I don't know how popular Jelly Roll is, but he's like a hip hop country guy, which is kind of strange. Like Lil Nas X came, and then that guy was like, nope, country's white, so go find your own thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were upset about Beyonce also winning for her country album.
Oh yeah.
So it's just not for me. And Mumford & Sons really did not deliver on this album. There's like 2 songs on it that I liked, and it's really disappointing. Yeah, I didn't even want to go to the concert.
Wow.
I said no. Me, and those were expensive. But I'm sorry to cut you off again, Danny. Yeah. Sellouts. I'm like going completely against Mumford & Sons almost.
Whoa,
those tickets are so expensive now.
Let me see.
They were way too much. Like the cheapest one you could get all the way at the freaking tip top was like $90. Danny, $90 used to be what I could get for Pitt. or if not
Damn.
less, for general admission.
Well, they come.
That's not even the most popular they've been. Like, they were way more popular back in the day.
They're coming here to Bend, Oregon. Why Bend? Really
Who knows,
far
man?
away.
I don't know what they're doing.
Really
Marcus,
far away.
I'm sorry. I love you, Marcus. Your solo album was great.
$305
In Bend, Oregon.
in Bend, Oregon. Bend, Oregon.
Marcus, your self album was great. I really enjoyed it. Dark stuff, that's okay. This new stuff, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not. It's disappointing. Well, Father John Misty's still killing it. There's a new artist, Danny, now that we're on the topic of music. She's not new, actually, but I'm going to go to a different concert. She's Sharon Van Etten.
Sharon Van
Etten. Yes.
Etten
Great
tour.
music.
Having a tour.
Sharon Van Etten and the theory of...
she's going to be here in Portland next weekend.
Great music, great album.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite album of the year.
Wow.
I love this album.
Okay.
Got tickets for that sucker as well.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Nothing wrong with the music industry, Danny. All right. I just want to... Nothing wrong with the music industry. There's nothing wrong going on right now. I'm not upset.
This sounds pretty cool, actually. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Jason. This is the type of vibe I've been listening to something when I feel a little gothic.
Are you listening to it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Which one are you listening to?
Trouble.
It's pretty good. I like...
Yeah.
Never mind. We don't have to go down that rabbit hole. She's great stuff. I highly recommend to everybody.
Okay.
Anyways, how you doing? I like when I go on rants.
We're just talking about Comic-Con. I just want you to understand that I was just trying to help you out because Jason.
Denise, are you in here? Denise, if you're in here, can you let me know if Danny just doesn't like sharing his feelings, his true feelings? Please let me know, because he just does not want to share his feelings with me. He'll let it in, he'll creep it out a little bit, and then he'll just pull it right back in. You're such a male.
No. Yeah, I'm a male.
You're such a man. He doesn't. She says you don't. You gotta let your feelings know, dude. You gotta let people know when you're a little annoyed, a little upset, a little happy. You know, it's okay.
No. I like I said, I really thought that you just needed help choosing, and I'm like, well, we're gonna be over there, Jay.
Can be honest.
Which, by the way, we only got one single room, one single bed. I don't know, Jason. I still can't believe you're gonna be fine. To be honest, I'm like, you can.
Danny, what did I tell you when we were on the call? I told you I have slept outside on the Comic-Con lawn 2 nights in a row. I don't care where I sleep.
Yeah,
just
you do.
Give me blanket. Just give me blanket, and I'll be fine. I don't care if I'm sleeping. If I'm sleeping on the floor of a hotel, that's a luxury at that point.
Oh, goddamn! But that's a hotel.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though. I don't care if I'm sleeping on the floor. Maybe one or two nights. Okay. 1 or 2 nights. How many nights do you sleep in your whole lifetime, Danny? It's 365. I'm not gonna disclose how old I am right now. About 1,000 nights, maybe a little less. No, actually, probably a little more. About 1,000 nights. I could manage 2-3 nights sleeping on the floor.
Okay. When are you getting there, though?
He's made friends in line at Comic-Con. Thank you for that, Jason. Yeah, of course. I've made friends at Comic-Con because I'm waiting in line. That's where you like I'm safe. I got Patrick behind me. Patrick's here. I'm safe. We met Patrick at PlayStation Experience Anaheim. He got us in front of the line, remember?
No, not in Anaheim. It was in San Francisco.
We met him at both. Anaheim, he got us in front of the line. Yeah, that was always happy circumstance.
Yeah.
Miss you, Patrick. Denise also says he bottles up his feelings. Yeah.
God damn.
You gotta let it out, man. If you feel like, Jason, I want you to be there with me. Jason, you're being dumb right now. It's a concert that you've been to plenty of times. Okay, sure, maybe you're right, but it's also new songs from his new album that I want to hear live.
You can hear that some other time, Jason. And like I said, I wasn't even worried. I was just trying to help you out. That's it. I was trying to help you out. So now that way we can have a meet and greet.
A meet and greet. Yes, either Friday
or
Saturday. I'm so if I go to the concert, I'll be going Saturday morning. I'll be driving over. I'll leave
And
like
if
at
you don't,
6 a.m. Get there around 7:30.
and then you leave what, Sunday?
Yeah, I'll leave Sunday.
Mm.
I'll leave Sunday. I'll stay there for the night. And if I don't if I don't sell the tickets, that's what I'm doing. If I sell the tickets, I'll be getting there Friday morning.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Friday morning, we go to the convention. Jason, at this point, you have to get your loss, man. Jason,
Look, no, you can't. I've learned the value of $1, Danny, and maybe you haven't. But $1 times 130 is $130.
it's $130.
So
Yeah,
if I know the value of $1, imagine the value of 130. That's about I don't know, give or take 70 bags of hot fries if you get the $2 ones.
70 bags. I would say
That's
like,
a lot of hot fries.
It's what about coffees in LA? That's like what, 4?
4, you wish, punk. It's like $7. I don't know why I called you a punk. I don't know what I did all that for.
But that's what I'm saying, Jason. If you don't find it, maybe you can. This is what you can do, Jason. This is what you can do. You should be able. You should work, like they say, 15 more minutes or 30 minutes until
salary.
So, oh fuck, never mind then. So
that's not how that works.
I would say some overtime.
No, sorry, I don't get overtime anymore.
So Jason, I want you to be there Friday. Okay. You need to be there Friday.
It's too late. Before the issue was I didn't know what to do. Which one should I choose? I saw a picture or I saw a video of Father John Misty performing one of his new songs, Summer's Gone. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to miss that. So the problem was I didn't know what to do. Now I know what to do. Now I know that I'm selling a ticket. I want to be there with my boy Danny. I want to be there with my boy Danny. Mm-hmm. That's a shot at the other 3 losers. But it sounds like it could be a fun night or a fun couple nights. So I was like, I want to be there. I was getting a little FOMO when we were trying to get the hotel. So I made my decision, Danny. Now it's just I'm letting fate
do the consequences.
It's okay. I'm letting fate take control, and fate will decide what ends up happening.
You could have gone to a tiki bar in San Diego. Do they have tiki bars? I've been wanting to go to a tiki bar.
I don't. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know San Diego well enough. I'll have to. I know some people who
have
lived
a
in
lot.
San Diego.
They do have a lot.
I'll start getting recommendations. I know a lot of people who live in the San Diego area.
I asked my friend who's going with me. He said, I told him, what do you want to do? He says all he wanted to do, one thing he wanted to do is eat the tacos from the tacos that they serve you like a bunch of meat and guacamole, like a big ones, like Tijuana style tacos. That's all he wanted. He said.
I mean, if he wants, we could just go down to Tijuana real quick.
Oh, he can't. He won't be able to.
No said. Don't put him on blast like that. No said. Enough said. We could go bring back some.
We could. Nah,
actually, I don't think they'll let us do that. Nah. They might.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine. But if you get there Saturday, it's one less day that we're gonna have fun. I get it. What can you do? You get to stay there, but
that's okay.
I'm just hopefully we get the hotel. So yeah, and we can have a meet and greet. And if you meet us a meet and greet, I'll sign anything.
We will sign anything.
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 Oh yeah. Unless.
No.
Unless. Actually, no, anything.
Anything. We'll decide. We'll come up where the meet and greet will happen. It's just us. We could at least do it somewhere where we're gonna have fun, and then be like, we'll be here. Nobody's gonna show up.
I told you that's the tiki bar.
Oh, Denise doesn't like what you're saying.
That was because I'm pretty sure I said anything, but in my mind I was thinking about guys.
I was thinking about like a. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Not gonna do it, Danny. Are you excited? Are you excited for Comic Con? It's your first time going. What are your
It's my first time going.
expectations? What are you
I was
looking forward to?
Look, I just want to go and just be in the nerd section. I never been to Comic Con, so I just want to go see how it is. I know there's a bunch of vendors just walking around a lot. I've been there. I've done that. We've done conventions before. This is 3 times bigger. I just want to go to the panels. I do want to go. I never go to panels when I go to this convention. So maybe I'll do one or a couple.
I am having a tough time deciding if I want to do the Hall H line.
That's the one I told my friend if he wanted to do it, but I know from you guys' experience, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's where I had to sleep on the floor and make friends with people. It's a lot, and usually, Danny, it was me taking those hits. I was there primarily like 90% of the time. It was me waiting in line.
Damn.
But that also means that if I were to, Hall H is Saturday all day, so the only day I'm going is literally just for Hall H.
So it does.
So it's like it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
So when did this happen? So Hall H, let's say that's when they do the reveals. I'm thinking right now, what kind of reveals are going to show this year? We already know that we're going to get Fantastic Four, right? We know those movies. They're going to show the new... Oh, Danny. We're going to...
Danny said we fed you and let you go use the bathroom. Exactly, 90% of the time. They did bring you food. They did. I got to give them that.
What are they going to show? This year, if it's Marvel for sure. They're going to show probably the new trailer for the new Avengers movie, maybe, because they're working on it right now. They might not have it ready, though. Or maybe they might have something ready.
They'll probably just do a teaser. I don't know.
They have to.
It's a lot of different companies that would go. Like the last time we went, it was Lionsgate. It was DC. It was Marvel. It was Universal. I forgot who else was there. That's where we got the wand for Fantastic Beasts. Eddie Redmayne running around giving people wands.
But those Hall H, when you do the line, is it just for Hall H for anything, or is it just for a specific one?
Hall H is Hall H. So that big line is just for Hall H all day.
And then it just shows pretty much all those. So you just there pretty much when you get in there.
Yeah. If you leave, you can't come back in. You have to get back in line and see if anybody else leaves. So, and the main event, like the big one, is until the last one. So it is a commitment, Danny. It is not like I'll pop into Hall H. It is, if you want to see the big one at the end, you're gonna watch the smaller ones in the beginning. But it's Hall H, so the smaller ones are even big enough to hold a Hall H panel.
Are you sitting down the whole time or sitting up?
Sitting down. Sitting down, you can only use your phones in certain parts. They'll have people with like a thing checking if you have your camera, if you have cameras out taking pictures. But it is, Hall H has multiple panels in that one hall. You're stuck in that room
for hours.
For hours. You could leave. You could leave whenever you want. You just can't come back.
Oh, what? Why do I have to go to the bathroom?
You could go to the restroom. Yes.
Okay.
You could go. Like your seat will be saved. You got to let someone know. Like, hey, I'll be back. I'm gonna go dookie or something.
Look, Jason. So you have to start like around Friday. Is that what you're telling me? You have to make line around Friday night.
Thursday.
Or Saturday. Oh, Thursday night.
Thursday, yeah. I got in line Thursday night. The first night we got there.
Till Saturday.
Till Saturday morning, yes. That is the commitment. And we got like in the middle of the pack. We were like in the middle of the pack on Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, probably not. I didn't know. I thought if it was Friday night, maybe.
Friday night, good luck getting into Hall H.
Yeah,
I don't know if things are different now. That was pre-pandemic. That was several years ago when I don't think. Yeah, but Comic-Con has gotten more packed than it was before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if things are different. I don't know. But when we were going, the couple of times that we went, or I think that was the only time we went to a Hall H. Yeah, that was. It's a commitment, man. I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all.
No,
It
no,
was
it sounds
fun.
like you meet people, and that's the thing about you meet people and stuff like that.
Wear deodorant, Danny says.
Yeah.
Oof, man. You don't even have to, because everyone's just gonna smell, and then they're not gonna know it's you. It's gonna be like,
Yes,
could
hot.
be the person next to you. Ugh, sticky, sun's out, buns out.
Ugh.
But yeah, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a great time.
I will do it for sure. I will be like, okay, yeah, I'm down to do it for sure. If I were to be there before, this is my first time at Comic-Con. I'll be missing out the entire time. Other stuff. I'm pretty sure there's other panels that I can do, right? Smaller panels that I can still go to.
Of course.
Just H Hall is just the big one. I know that H Hall is the big one, but I'll be down to do other panels. If the line is not too big, let's say Friday, or even like Friday afternoon. But that's no.
Like I said, it could be different now, but I would say by Friday night, it would be too late. I would guess.
I remember with Walter, and we went to Anime Expo, and we found a little loop. A little hole in the whole waiting in line. Walter and I found we went to Anime Expo. You've been to Anime Expo. You know how fucking that thing is. We used to go to this the parking lot, you know, and we used to get in there. There was nobody there until fucking they locked that place. I wish there was something like that, but I'm pretty sure right now Comic-Con is just too big and too.
The last time we went, I think Junior said that they actually started covering up those places. But the last time we went, we saw a lot of hotels that lead into the convention with nobody guarding. Like there was a lot of ways to get into the convention a little sneakily, and not even actually sneakily. Honestly, if you just walk through and pretend like you belong, you would be completely fine. Like there was a few of those areas.
I have a great idea. Oh my god! You look for plants, okay, of the whole city of San Diego, and you look for downtown the plans for city of San Diego, and you can look up for hotels plans. If there are other convention plans, and then you look and then I got vests from work. I can get some vests, the construction vest.
Yeah,
I guess I can get new ones. I can get like 4 of them or something like that, and we just literally like.
Is there any construction going on? No. Okay.
No, we just electricians. We did a check right now. There was a little
there was an outage in 24, 45, 42.
Yeah, something like that. We look at the 24B floor 2. Yeah. Okay, all right.
I bet you it'll work. Like there's too many people there. I bet you it would work. It's like the whole mindset. If you just look like you belong, you could get away with a lot.
You can get away with a lot. Look at Trump. By the way, that was a joke.
Political.
I just kidding, okay? This is not political. I'm not trying. I was just kidding. I don't want somebody shooting me from far away or something.
I was gonna. Anyways, we found a lot. Yeah, Anime Expo is kind of lame, huh? Remember the first time we went, then the last time
it was
I
not
went,
lame.
And it was like, oh my god,
it was not lame. It wasn't, dude. It's just
too many people for that convention center.
I'm telling you, people nowadays. Look at me,
anime nerds, man. I don't even know why you went. You're barely an anime fan.
God damn, why'd you change your conversation so quickly so I don't respond? Lately, I haven't watched that much anime for sure. Lately, I've been yeah. Lately, I haven't been watching anime.
What have you been watching?
Oh, what I've been watching? I've been watching a lot of the history stuff.
Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
Lately, I've been into Egyptian.
Did you? I recently heard about. Well,
And
I've heard
police
about it.
camps.
We'll get to that. I've heard about it before, but it seems like it's now becoming a more and more real thing of the civilization that is underground, the under the pyramids of Giza. What can you tell me about that?
Well, they found cylinders, Jason, that goes down. They don't know what the cylinders are for. With the coil, they don't know if there's a stair steps, and with a big box down. This is 2 kilometers down. Okay.
How
We
much
don't know
is
what
two
it was for.
kilometers?
2 kilometers, what, like mile and a half, maybe? Yeah. What is 2 kilometers? What do you think it is, Jason?
Let's see. Okay, we're doing this. 2 kilometers is 2,000 meters. 1 meter is I want to say a little under a yard, which would be about 275. I'm gonna say about 400 miles.
No, I was right. It was 1.24. So yeah, so less than a mile and a half. Okay, so
I did not do the math right.
but yeah, they found this. We don't know what it is. Okay, they're not gonna excavate, I'm pretty sure. So we don't know, Jason. We don't know what it is. It's imaginable how a society that was a long time ago, what, 6,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago, was able to do something like that.
1 meter is a little over 3 feet, so a little over a yard. I forgot.
We need to. Yeah, we need to bring this system to the United States.
We are never getting the metric system. You know what?
Okay.
Not to make things more political, if Trump is on his way to become a king, maybe he'll bring the metric system with him when he becomes a king.
Oh, maybe.
You know how we got rid of, well, you know, Danny, how Independence Day was all about being independent from the English rule and monarchy. It seems like we're going back to that, right? And part of the independence was breaking away from the metric system. I'm making that part up, but it sounds right. Breaking away from the metric system because we're trying to be independent from the UK, from England. So if we revert back, Trump becomes king of the US of A.
And metric system comes back?
Metric system comes back. I didn't think it would ever happen, but...
And tea is going to be the main coffee?
That's right. That's going to... So what will happen is instead of the tea party, there's going to be a coffee party.
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of coffee. We're going to be like, to hell with coffee. You guys are taxing us too much on coffee now because they're trying to push their tea on us. So then wait, other way around. You're trying to push your coffee on us. We're going to revolt. We want tea. And then the tea party is going to be like, we're back up, baby.
What are we talking about?
Metric system. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Jason, all I'm saying is history is not what it seems like. I always knew this since I was a little child.
Oh.
This cannot be right. This is stuff that more and more we keep finding now. And they're going to keep, they don't want to disturb the society how it is right now because we humans, we tend to not react well.
To change?
Yeah, we don't.
What do you think about people who believe aliens made the pyramids of Giza?
The aliens?
Yeah.
Let them believe. I know that now, at this age that I am right now, let them believe what they want.
Remind me,
live like...
when were skinwalkers a thing?
Skinwalkers. Okay, Jason, that's a different story right there, Jason.
But how long ago? Is there?
No,
because that's like a Native American thing, right? No, I'm being serious.
Not just Native American.
Okay,
Native American. Yeah, not just Native American. In Mexico, they call it Los Nahuales. In Guatemala, I forgot what they named them. I forgot what they call it, but the Mayans used to have a name for it. So yeah.
No, I asked because
they're supposed. Yeah.
Go ahead.
They're supposed to be, all right, humanoids that can transform into that or whatever. They supposedly, the story goes that they were witches or something like that.
Okay, where did humanoids come from? Witches became humanoids, or
I don't
witches
know.
turned humans into humanoids.
I think witches turn to him, but that's how people interpret it. See, the thing, people interpret things, and we call it in a different way. Maybe there's some type of species that we don't know.
Sure. Because my brain started going, what if it wasn't aliens? What if it was skinwalkers who built the pyramids of Giza?
Oh no, they wouldn't. No, they don't like the sunlight. They don't like to work with humans. They're hunger all the time for anything. So no.
What if they lived under? What if they were the ones who lived under the pyramids, and then they were just commanding?
There's not many stories of that.
No.
There's stories.
Let's
of,
make it.
no.
Let's make it. Let's
We
start the
need-
theory, you and I. The thing is, Danny, conspiracy theories start from somewhere, right? Skinwalkers.
Oh yeah.
Aliens, underground, lizard people. They start somewhere. We have to start this. We have to start the skinwalkers. We're gonna delete this episode because so people don't know that we're starting to do this, Danny. Let's become.
Retract it.
Let's do a super Nathan Fielder type of thing. Speaking of Nathan Fielder, the rehearsal season 2 coming out soon. It looks amazing already. Let's do a Nathan Fielder type of thing where we somehow market this huge idea of conspiracy theory that skinwalkers were the ones who did the pyramids of Giza.
No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
But why
Jason,
not?
because
You say
It
they like
has
to
to
live
be.
under.
It has to be something that it can be tangible. It can be like, oh, it's almost there, Jason.
Okay.
It's almost there.
Right. Okay, Danny. Lizard people is almost there.
You don't know. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
so why isn't
Probably
skinwalkers
not.
almost like? Why isn't that one
Because
almost there?
there's so many sightings of human beings actually seeing it,
Thank you, Danny.
capturing it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
people seeing it.
Lizard people?
No, not lizard people.
Okay, so
Skinwalkers.
this is what we do, Danny.
Creatures.
We find. I actually know an Egyptian. I could get
There we
him
go.
to make a video describing
Just-
seeing
just
skinwalkers.
there, you're like,
I honestly believe he would do it for me too.
he probably would, yeah.
He's like in his 50s, I think, but I think he would do this for me. Maybe 40s, but it doesn't matter. But I think he would do it for me, where I'd be like, just make a video where you said you grew up in Egypt and you remember seeing skinwalkers. You didn't know what it was.
No skinwalkers, Jason. No, it has to be something else.
But why? Somebody saw Skinwalker once before, right? Because they may reported it.
All in the Americas. There hasn't been sightings of them only in Asia.
Not yet.
Not in Europe. In Europe, yeah, but not in Egypt. It has to be something else. It has to be like giants. Like maybe you can say giants.
Giants is more believable?
Yeah.
Like a
I don't
giant.
know.
Like
I don't
Jane
know.
like
yeah.
like-
Well, let's tell you, there's the story of Gilgamesh.
right.
He was a giant.
You know what? My fault, Danny. I apologize. This is your territory. This is your wheelhouse.
Jason, it's not my wheelhouse. It's just how life is. History is.
Right.
History is being bent. I don't know what's true. And people believe that the Jesus was born in
March.
Christmas time. No, but yeah, he was born around March. There's no literally evidence that he was born around March. But the Catholic changed all those. Just history. We can literally change history right now, Jason, and like write it down on what really happened. And society would be like, somebody will find it, and it'd be like, what the fuck?
That's exactly my point.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You have to make it more. You have to make it more like, okay, skinwalkers. You would think the Egyptians will literally carve a little creature of a skinwalker, helping them how to build something. There's none of that, Jason.
Like how they had the helicopters on their the hieroglyphics
And
the astronaut helmet. My bad.
Can you explain that? Can you explain that?
Sure. I've seen a kid draw a unicorn, Danny.
No.
You tell me unicorns are real? You tell me if somebody finds this 500 years from now
Egyptians.
and they see a
Egyptian.
unicorn, they're gonna be like, But what I'm saying is, like, in 1,000 years, they see a picture of a unicorn, they'll be like, "Wow, I can't believe there was once a horse with a horn on its head that had magical powers." By the way,
Yeah,
Death of
that's
a
a movie.
Unicorn, lame,
Yeah, yeah, it looks pretty lame. Like I was gonna say that. Like
and
that movie looks kind of lame.
anticlimactic. Um, but my point is, a big what? They drew something. Get out of here.
Okay, what would they drew something that looks like a helmet? I mean, like in an like an astronaut.
We interpret it as that. Maybe they just interpreted it as a
What about the
ground thing.
helicopter?
We interpret it as a helicopter. What if they just drew sticks and figures?
I don't know, Jason.
If I drew a UFO right now, and then it happened to be a thing 1,000 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Wow, that person lived."
Have you seen the one with Mickey Mouse?
No.
No, for real. Have you seen that one?
No.
I remember seeing this when I was younger. That they put in the news that they found a Mickey Mouse
Drawing?
like a drawing or like in a car. Yeah, no, not hieroglyphic. It looked like in a stone or something like that.
No, I haven't seen that.
Mm.
I haven't seen that. No. I'm just, those Egyptians also drew those big, what are they? The big cats. I know they have a word. Like
Those felines?
no, but like they drew like I forget. There's like a name for it. But they were creative too. Why can't they be creative like we were, like we are?
Oh.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think. Yeah, I know. I get it. But it's just so weird that so many things cannot be explainable. Why would some of the paintings during the Renaissance have some type of object flying around? That look like it literally look like literally like a saucer flying around, which would connect their shit. But why would they have that?
What if somebody created a helicopter? What if they created the helicopter because they saw a picture of the hieroglyphic of a helicopter and they're like, "That makes sense. Let's do it like that."
Yeah.
You
Maybe.
know, like
But that's not the case though.
maybe.
Look, Jason, the world is it's a little bit more mystery than we want, and I want to be a little more mystery because it's so boring to think, oh, this happened naturally like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
No, I agree. The Sphinx cat. Thank you, Denise. Sphinx. Danny also says drugs. That's a good point. We don't know what type of stuff they were into back then.
Oh, they would. Yeah, of course they would. I mean, freaking the Mayans used to fucking get drunk by putting chocolate wine into their butthole.
Into the buttholes. It's the best way to get drunk is what I've heard. Never
I
done it
mean,
myself. Would you be
No.
down? Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole either.
I'm not. No, I wouldn't. Just to respond to you right now, I would never.
You don't even know what I was gonna ask.
I know what you were gonna ask, and I will never do that to myself.
I was gonna ask if you want to go butt to
Never.
butt.
Oh.
But yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right, Danny. There's nothing wrong with the way you think. I'm just
Oh
playing
no,
devil's advocate here.
and it's funny to think that history is one way when we keep finding out the history did not go that way. But the problem with like I said, I keep saying it again, don't fucking believe too much of what the social media, those posts, those posts that they show. This is what they found recently in I don't know, in Egypt. You won't believe. Open the thread to follow, and I'm like,
Run, don't walk.
5 symptoms to cure cancer.
You won't believe which one's the first one.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's people, and then like I said, I have people who are older at work, and then they YouTube, and then all they're watching is news from AI. And you can tell they're AI, because the voice and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, some of the news can be a little bit over produced or whatever. It's not really how it happened, but I think that's the whole point of people just using that to get money. I feel like. Also, misinformation everywhere. Just misinformation everywhere.
What would you say is your favorite conspiracy theory?
The Anunnakis.
The what?
Anunnakis.
What's that?
The Anunnaki. Look it up. The Anunnaki. The reason why is my most favorite one because it has the most how do you say this? Evidence.
I'm gonna read this out real quick, Danny, before you go on, just so
Yeah, go ahead,
everybody
go
knows
ahead, go
what it
ahead.
is. I'm gonna give you the AI overview, okay? Shout out to AI. The Anunnaki are a group of deities in ancient Mesopotamia mythology, particularly prominent in Sumerian and Babylonian texts. They are often described as the, quote, princely, unquote, offspring of the god Anu and his consort Ki. While their precise numbers and roles vary, the Anunnaki were generally believed to be powerful beings who played a role in shaping the destiny of humanity and maintaining order in the world. What is it? When is it
Okay.
mythology and conspiracy theory? Because I don't know if is that a conspiracy theory or is that just a myth, like a mythological
So this is the
story?
mythology, right? This is this one. What was one of the big, the one of the first cities that we know of was Babylon, right? You know, Babylon. If you look it up, some of their structure, you see the Anunnakis. They're the gods. They're like 17 feet tall. There was the ones who help humanity.
Famously
Pretty much.
seen in Moon Knight. I don't remember if they were in Moon Knight. I think they were though.
They were in some. They were in some movie. I know the Moon Knight, but there were some movies too. But supposedly they came to Earth. They came to Earth because their planet it was close to Earth. They were looking for a planet that had metal, a specific metal, and they couldn't find that metal because their planet was going their what's it called? Their axis was going out of whack pretty much. So the planet was going out of rotation. And they needed a metal to stabilize their planet pretty much, and they needed gold. They found this planet Earth. They found that they had gold.
Why are you saying like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
The reason why I like this conspiracy is because when they say in the story of the Babylons, the Anunnakis, they found gold. Then they start to excavate. The reason that we don't like, oh, where the excavations are, we don't know. But they assume they say they use sound to excavate. Uh, in South Africa, where supposedly humans came to evolve and prosper and evolve more, that's where apparently it's where it started. They started to excavate, and they needed so much more gold. And for 1,000 years, they would keep doing it, but the Anunnakis were getting tired of it. They're like, we need to have a labor that because this is too much work. Because the labor that we're using, it was kind of like they're slaves. They were like the lower level Anunnakis. So then they're like, okay, well, there's these apes who are kind of sure there's a DNA that we can like mix with our DNA pretty much. And they created these other ones. They're called, I forgot. In the Bible, they're called differently.
Denise, they found gold.
Yeah, gold. In the Bible, they call, Noah's Ark, the movie.
Yes, with Russell Crowe.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Do you remember how
I
the
didn't
flood
watch
became before? Oh, god damn it. You should watch it. You should watch it. So they created these beings that were like they were like almost as powerful as the Anunnakis, but not as powerful. They were like, they were still humans, but they didn't look that, they were
In
not
Noah's Ark?
fully. Huh?
In Noah's Ark?
In Noah's Ark, you can see some of those. They were the supposedly fallen angels. Yeah, you have to watch Noah's Ark.
Do I?
Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. God damn it, just watch it. It's not a good movie, by the way. Anyways, so yeah, the conspiracy theory it mixes what we know about, like, for some Christianity and other religion, and it kind of like mixes in with the fact that they created us because they needed labor. We revolt, and we started to have kids. They didn't want us to have kids. We started evolving. We started to multiply. They couldn't handle that. They had enough gold to a point where they like, okay, we taught you how to live, because one of their first Gilgamesh, King Gilgamesh, was one of the first ones to not just him, but other kings, I don't know. They taught us how to live how to live in a society. You know, how to have taxes, how to read, how to write, all the stuff. So that's why I like this conspiracy theory.
It's very interesting, Danny.
Oh, that's a whole dealio.
Yeah, we gotta go to Egypt together. I've always wanted to go to Egypt. It'll be fun to go with you.
Oh.
That's me expressing